stress, and then we'll all be good.
Okay,
I wanna
so
know.
the thing about the stress is they will always be there. It's that some people don't know how to calm down.
I think I've asked for that every appointment we've had.
I have done so many meditation, like URLs, you know,
Yeah.
right? Because we have to calm it down.
Mhm.
So if we're sympathetic nervous system, go, 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 running from the bear means you're not going to poo and pee. You're not pooing and peeing when you're running from the bear.
Yeah.
Okay? So when we do meditation and come down to a parasympathetic place, that's when we defecate. That's when we release things. And so I have to teach people to calm down and bring that parasympathetic state in. But also clean it up, because there's been a lot of stress over the years. Right? So we're doing a lot of things step by step. Right? Okay? Okay. All right. So water-soluble vitamins. Let's talk about vitamins. I'm going very elementary, but you know, it's a good review. So H2O, oh my gosh. H2O soluble vitamins. Okay. All right, so first we have B12. So B12 is a water-soluble vitamin. You don't need this to, you don't need, fat to absorb this. You actually just need intrinsic factor to come out to absorb this. But a lot of people don't have the right form of vitamins, and I just don't think B12 is the only thing we should be considering. This is like, oh, B12, B12, B12. Okay, that's kind of a fad thing. We need all our Bs. B1, 2, 5, 6, 12 folic acid. B12 is one of the energy pathways. I have this chart that has all the energy pathways, and we need all the Bs, B1, 2, 5, 6, all over the place. So it's really important that we actually get our B vitamins, but it actually helps to break down homocysteine.
So B is something that's in some product that we're taking.
Yeah. I usually give you a mixture of Bs. So homocysteine is something I test. It's cellular exhaust. It causes vascular damage. There's a lot of things that cause vascular damage, not cholesterol. And so when I see homocysteine, I want it less than 8. If you were higher than 8, I gave you B vitamins, a complex. Because that's the only way you're going to convert glutathione, homocysteine to glutathione. Glutathione is our biggest antioxidant that our liver makes in our body. If we don't drink it, we don't eat it, we don't get it from food. It's the biggest antioxidant our liver makes, and the only way we get it is through homocysteine. So when this rises and high and high and high, we need B vitamin support. When we stress all day long, we're going to burn off our B vitamins because it just gets used up. So we have to constantly replenish B vitamins because they're water soluble. They come out of our urine. They don't sit in our fat storage. Although our liver does store B12, people will ask, is that bad? It's so high. Research has shown there is no toxicity in the liver with high B12. Maybe iron, yes, that's a toxic load in the iron in the liver, but B12 is water soluble.
What about B12 that you can put under your tongue? Is that correct?
That's fine.
That's good.
Now, the other thing about it is there's different forms. There's cyano, methyl, and hydroxy. So cyano is usually over the counter, cheap. Methyl is usually what you get physician grade. Let's just explain these here in just a second. And this is usually IV form. So the thing about cyano is, in the liver, in our liver, methylation actually occurs in our phase 2. Methylation means if it's cyanocobalamin, that's B12. Cyanocobalamin, methylcobalamin, hydroxycobalamin. Okay, cyanocobalamin is not methylated. The liver has to process it, process that cyano, methylate it, and then it can be utilized in our body. But a lot of people have a methylation issue, and now it's showing that genetics, some people don't methylate, we found. And then people can be very depressed because they're not getting their B vitamins in their body. And folate is one of those things that actually needs to be methylated in order for people to get it in their brain. And that really helps with not being depressed. So when I've been in practice for so long, I realized those who did not methylate were serious clinically depressed. Their mom was that way, their sisters were that way, they don't want to get out of bed. They are really in bad shape if you cannot methylate. There's genetic factors that go to play here. What I do is they're already methylated. My B vitamins are already methylated. I'm not going to mess around with doing a genetic test. I'm going to give you the right stuff. It's already methylated. It doesn't have to get processed. It just gets utilized in the body. That's the best way to go. Your over-the-counters are not going to be methylated because it costs too much money to do that. I'm sorry, but GNC and health food stores are crap. They won't be utilized in your body properly. I know what my genetics are. I'm okay with some cyanocobalamin. But I know that about me because I did genetic testing. However, if you want to give your liver a break though, better to go for the good stuff. Hydroxy is IV form and actually turns into a really good form in the body that way, and it's utilized really nicely. And so I use that differently in IV form. A lot of times people can do injection and it'll stick in the body a little bit better with B vitamins. Okay, so does that make sense there? Okay. All right, so we'll do.
I have a question for you. You know the B12 shots that a lot of places give you?
Mhm.
If it's so water soluble, then why do they only do it once a week?
Because when you do injection, it stays in the system a little longer and seeps it into your body as you need it.
So if you go get the B12 shot, you know, like a lot of places offer it
Mm-hmm.
for $20, whatever.
It might be cyano,
Yeah. How
so
do you-
be careful.
Yeah, I guess you don't know, huh?
Well, you can ask them. Excuse me, I want the methylated form.
Well, I don't have to ask them because I have your stuff in my bag.
That's right, baby. Oh, there, I forgot my vitamin C, water soluble. Water soluble. Okay, so here's vitamin C.